Back with another manga recommendations video. How's it going? I'm Matt, and I'm gonna be reading your manga recommendations. I have 5 picked out, and I'd say we just dive right into it. Hope y'all enjoy. Alright, so the first one I have picked out is a very special one to a lot of people. Unfortunately, I've never read it. Or I guess fortunately, because I get to read it now. And it's the original Dragon Ball manga. I do own it. I haven't had the chance to read it yet. So I thought, why not take the chance now? If someone recommended it, so let's just get started. Here we go. Alright, I just finished reading it. And I have a little bit to say. The best way of describing it is Dragon Ball is a product of its time. I respect the shit out of the series for what it's done for manga and anime in general. It's basically a building block for what we know as shonen manga now, you know? But I thought at least the humor was a little too much on the pervy side. Like every other panel either showed Goku naked, panties, Bulma's, junk or whatever. And it got old quick. It seems it's fun, but it got on my nerves. Doesn't mean I dislike it. I'm probably gonna continue it just due to the fact of how much I respect it and see if it improves any. I did get to see Master Roshi, which was great. And the art direction is very cartoony, which is not a negative for me. I think that's it's unique and in a good way. It reminds me of old school One Piece and whatnot. So yeah, that I thought it was good. I do recommend it. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next one now. Alright, so this one was recommended to me like today, earlier. And it's made by the author of Naruto. And it's called Samurai 8. I heard it wasn't good, but I'm gonna have an open mind and see how it is. So yeah, let's just dive right into it.
If you could fly, you would fly far, far into the sky. So all you'd ever know is the blue sky up above. You've yet to learn what the pain from true sadness is like. You've only had but a taste, but you're a moth to the flame. When all my feelings reach you, they'll no longer be mute. For on that day
I just finished reading Samurai Number Eight. Um, it, it wasn't good. Like, I didn't enjoy reading it. In my opinion, I think first off, the pacing was really bad, especially in the first chapter. There was a lot of that. Very dialogue heavy, which isn't a bad thing in a lot of cases, but this one it is when I don't really like the characters. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the main. I'm gonna be honest. I forget his name. I don't remember a single character's name. But the main kid annoyed me. I. It's basically just about this kid who really was like just stuck in his house due to a medical condition for his whole life, and I'm trying to think. Sorry. Some guy attacks him because he has like a key or a sword or something inside him, and that awakens him to become a samurai, which has something to do with the soul. And it did. I could. It was very difficult for me to follow along. The only thing I can give credit to is the artwork. Kishimoto, the author, basically reused the Naruto art style for this, which I understand. It's a good art style. I do wish it had more of its own identity as well as the pacing was better. But yeah, I don't have too much to say. I didn't like it. I don't recommend it. So we're just gonna move on to the next one. Alright, so the next manga I'm gonna read, it's a pretty baller one. I've seen the anime. The first season at least, and it's Mob Psycho 100. It's made by the same guy who made One Punch Man. So I guess we just dive right into it. I'm gonna be honest. We're just gonna dive right into it. Hell yeah.
If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to be. それぞれの答えにつかる。One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 憧れ悩みパンプアップ。自分探してる歌詞ないものねだり最高賞だ青春ソロとスプラッシュ What do you want? What do you want? Who do you want? Just like more. If everyone is not special, maybe you can't be what you want to be. 喜び悲しみ
So I just finished reading the first 5 chapters. Uh, I thought the story was really, really good. Like, the characters are great. It's funny, but it's not completely in your face. Even like the characters that are supposed to be assholes, like for example Reagan, Mop's teacher, and he's a douchebag, yeah, but he's like funny about it, you know. And Mob doesn't want to use his psychic powers. Like it isn't like One Punch Man where, oh, he's just constantly using his powers or whatever. No, he's trying to avoid it and improve himself in other ways, like his strength. Um, but I have one critique. Since I'm coming from the anime, which has beautiful animation, the art in Mob Psycho is really, really bad. I understand that one isn't an artist. He's way better at writing than he is at drawing, which is fine, perfectly fine. But it's very jarring. But the story, like the humor, kind of leans into it, which definitely helps. But if you do want to get into Mob Psycho, I'd recommend watching the anime, just due to the art direction. I'm pretty sure it's caught up. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Yeah. All right. So the next one is Blame. It's a really popular one. Nah, I wouldn't say popular. It's well known. It's apparently PewDiePie's favorite. So yeah, we're just gonna check it out and see how I like it, and I'll tell you my thoughts. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I just finished reading Blame. Uh, I'm not too sure what to make of it. It had very little dialogue, and a lot of it was focused on the art direction, which was phenomenal. Like at least the characters looked okay, but the scenery itself looked beautiful. Um, from what I heard about the author himself, he used to be an architect or something along those lines, so he has an understanding of shit like that, which might explain why he focuses so much on the area around him. I didn't get much of the story in 5 chapters. I'm gonna continue reading it just so I can figure out what the hell is going on and might make a video on it. But it was weird. Not bad weird, but weird. So I don't know if I can recommend it, but I don't not recommend it at the same time. It's I think it depends on the person, honestly. If you're curious, I recommend checking it out though. Well, we're gonna move on to the final one. So yeah, let's get to it. So the last one I'm gonna read is a romance, and it's Kaguya-sama Love is War. I've only seen half of the first episode, and that's about it. Uh, this has been on my radar though to read, so let's just get into it, and I'll give my thoughts. So yeah, let's dive in.
欲しいのさあなたのすべてが愛にたかりギラギラ燃えてしまいたい可愛げなキスでワンツースリー目線そらしてずるいよねほてり出す僕の気持ち持って遊ぶみたいで追いかけちゃダメなのは分かってるでも無理さ一度踏み出せば戻れなくて仮面は脱ぎ捨てていけないこと
I just finished reading it. I really enjoyed that one actually. The main premise is these two people are into each other, but they haven't confessed. But they want the other one to confess first because it's a sign of weakness. I don't know. It doesn't really make too much sense. But like every time they try to make a move on each other, it's like them planning a strategy in war, which explains the title of Love is War. But it's charming and funny because they keep both failing. They fail like both of them. There is like so far there hasn't been a single victor in the battle, and I did enjoy it and I do recommend it. I'm After I finish Fable, I'm probably gonna continue this one, either this one or Beastars. But if any of y'all get the chance to, I recommend reading it. I 100% recommend reading it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, I worked really hard on it. Right now it's 4:30 in the morning as I'm recording and editing this. And I hope y'all drop a follow, not follow, subscribe, and drop a like. It will mean a lot to me. I won't be posting for a little while, unfortunately. But as soon as I'm able to, I will. Trust me, because I've been enjoying doing these. So yeah, adios.